Chrissy with Shop Runway Couture here.
This is Unix.
You are now tuned in
To HLX Magazine.
Where local
is the new mainstream.
So I know you guys remember my previous interview with the one and only Ken Barbie. Look who I have with me today.
Hi guys.
How you doing? Tell me what you've been up to.
It's definitely been busy. It's been a lot going on, so I honestly don't even know where to start.
You can start by telling us about Ken Barbie Appreciation Month. I know that passed recently.
Yes. So each year for Ken Barbie Appreciation Month, I try to put out something new for my pretty booze that's exciting and brand new to them. So this year, I actually announced my very first fragrance, which I'm excited about. It's called Silent Partner by Ken Barbie. So.
Oh my gosh, so what was the inspiration behind your fragrance?
Honestly, I feel like it was really just a natural progression from the cosmetics line, because initially we started with just lipsticks. It was actually only 6 lipsticks initially, and now we have a full line with everything, really. So I felt that it would be neat to kind of stay within the realm of the cosmetics industry, but do something completely different to where maybe even guys and everyone would be interested in. So I thought a fragrance would be the best way to go. And it's actually been like a dream of mine since I was a kid, so.
So since this is your first fragrance, what was the process like making it?
It was actually a lot of work, but I want to say it was probably the most fun work that I've done in a while. Just going through picking the different notes for it, deciding what exactly I wanted it to smell like, going through the design process. It definitely got very tedious at times. There's a lot of phone calls, a lot of meetings, but it was definitely a fun but extremely long process. Let's say that.
Okay. So what's the release date?
It's it's okay now. It comes out July 17th, which is actually next Friday. So yeah, it's exciting.
Okay. So, I've been keeping up on all social medias with you. And I see that you do TMZ Live.
I do.
Every month. How did that come about?
It's crazy. TMZ actually contacted me through Instagram DMs. I honestly did not believe that they were legitimately TMZ initially, to the point where I made them Skype me from the TMZ office to prove that this is who they were. But from what I got as far as how they found me was basically a few stories that I had done around Kim Kardashian and Amber Rose's situation where they were going back and forth. I was in like an Instagram war with people in my comments for like 3 days about this. And I guess TMZ caught wind of that, and from there they got into my site and the way that I do my blogging, and they offered me to do one call-in, which turned into a monthly gig. So it's definitely a blessing.
So are there any plans to move up?
With TMZ?
Or in general, because that's a pretty big deal.
Right now, we're kind of just filling it out and going with the monthly gig, and a lot of people actually look forward to that, which is amazing. So I'm really just taking it as it comes, and it's been some talks of a few things, but we'll see where it goes.
Okay. So your audience has obviously been growing over the years. So I want to know, what's the craziest comment you've ever received?
Oh gosh. Crazy good or crazy bad?
Crazy both.
Honestly, I see so much, and it's to the point now, I obviously can't see every comment, but I have to kind of like try to police it every now and then just to make sure that everything's going accordingly. It's not really anything specific that stands out, because I kind of just filter out the bad ones. But it gets crazy. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay. So can you, or do you have a comment that jumps out at you that's the most humbling?
Yes. It wasn't a comment. It more so came as a DM, actually. But not to take away from any other positive comments, all of them are definitely humbling, with people complimenting me. But it was this one girl, I want to say her name was Whitney. Shout out to Whitney. She actually let me know that she's going through cancer, and that I can't give her exact words verbatim, but it was very much of I inspire her to still feel that she's pretty, despite the fact that she's went through hair loss and so forth. And that actually, it made me cry, because I never really thought that I would have that effect on anyone just by doing what my dream is.
Right.
So that was definitely one of the most humbling comments, and that's honestly something I never forget.
Right. You never know who's watching.
Exactly.
So when was that, or when did you have that aha moment that you realized you were who you really are?
I don't know that I've had it. I think sometimes I still have to step back and realize, okay, this is the thing. I just consider myself a regular person. I don't know. Sometimes other people have to remind me, like, hey, you look what you're doing, and it's kind of like, oh, okay, I guess. But I'm the type of person, I'm never satisfied. I'll drop something, I'll put out the fragrance or the cosmetics line, and I'm seeing that it's selling out, but my response is, okay, so what are we doing next? Like, what else can I put out here? So I think the problem is that I wouldn't say it's a problem. It could be a good thing, I guess. But I don't ever sit back to take a look at what's going on. I like to keep everything moving so that I myself can remain consistent instead of getting comfortable, possibly slipping.
Okay, so since you have this new fragrance getting ready to drop, what's next? I know you've been thinking about something since you don't like sitting still.
I don't. And yeah, there are actually 2 big projects on the table that I'm really excited about. You guys know I like to get on my Beyonce with surprises, so I don't want to say too much. But I'll give a little detail on the one that's coming a little bit sooner. So in the short term, I am working on a new show. I won't say what type of show. I know a lot of people miss Dirty Laundry, which was my original talk show. That was my baby for a long time. But kind of let that go for the moment. So this new show is kind of bridging the gap between Dirty Laundry and my role on the P Show, which was the radio show that I co-hosted and did entertainment news on. So it's kind of bringing both of those together in a new scene, and definitely a whole new audience and giving it to the masses. So I'm really excited about it. So you should hear about that before they get here.
Okay, so do you have any new products in the works?
I do. That's the other project. This one will be a test to my pretty blues. So about 2 years ago at this point, I did a YouTube video called How to Steal a Guy in 60 Seconds.
60 seconds.
So How to Steal a Guy in 60 Seconds is about to turn into something much bigger than a YouTube video. So you guys can take guesses at it. I won't confirm anything. But just be on the lookout. That's the title of my next big project.
Okay. So
I'm scared.
is there someone special you have in your life?
Interesting that you should say that. I really don't go into too much detail as far as my relationship, which is actually where Silent Partner came from. It came from a Jay-Z lyric from the song Dig a Hole. The line was, Silent Partner, I hear you loud and clear, you left your fingerprint, you don't have to be here. So in this relationship I was previously in, I like to keep everything guarded, especially with my social media presence and everything that I have going on. People can be really hurtful. So I kept that at bay. I would definitely refer to my relationship and say out with Silent Partner and things of that nature. So that's not the current situation. But there's definitely a Silent Partner in another form around currently, I'll say.
I like that Silent Partner. I like that reference.
Yeah. So
Okay.
they're there, but you won't see.
Okay. So now that you're here, how do you plan to stay? How do you plan to keep your light shining?
Just like I said previously, as far as never be comfortable, just continue to work, and I just like to, I know what my dreams are, so it's like I'm constantly just thinking of new ways to expand those and to make them happen, really. So I just don't ever want to get into a spot where I'm just like, okay, I'm done, that's not gonna happen.
So if you could tell your pretty blues one thing, what would it be? One piece of advice.
Just one.
Or two, or three.
Just to kind of put everything into one bubble. It sounds so cliche, but just follow your dreams, follow your heart. Because people will try to discourage you. I was discouraged in the beginning just based on things such as my sexuality, and that's not really accepted in media. But just follow your dreams and where you see yourself going, because you never know where it could take you.
Right. So I know last time we touched on like the negativity and positivity that comes with your sexuality. Has it gotten any better?
You know what? From what it initially was when I first started, I would say so. Because initially, it would be a situation, say my first year or so pursuing everything, it was definitely a situation where you don't want to see a gay guy on the street club advertising that he's going to be hosting this event and so forth. Now, some of those same clubs and promoters and so forth are actually reaching out to me to host their events and to be on their flyer, to work with me in some way, shape, or form. So while I definitely recognize the change, more so, instead of being confrontational about it, I do embrace and work with everyone. I want everyone to be able to get along and see that it's no hard feelings. So I would definitely say that I don't really have to deal with it as much anymore. You have a few ignorant people here and there, of course, that's gonna come, that's life, but it really doesn't come up much. I want to say that now I'm more so treated as just a normal person who puts in work.
So we covered a lot of things today, and you got a lot going on. Congratulations on your new fragrance, Silent Partner, which is being released July 17th. So for your pretty boos who obviously can't smell it through Instagram or through your website, what do you think, or can you describe what it smells like for them?
You know what? Well, actually, I'll let you smell it before we started. What do you think? Well, how would you describe it?
For me, myself, personally, I would describe it as sex, candy, and flowers.
You know what? That's exactly what I was talking about. No, it's definitely a sexy scent. I definitely want to keep it soft but sexy. To play off of the theme of the formal relationship and the secrecy behind that, I wanted to definitely give something that would kind of make you want to jump in bed with your silent partner. But it's not too soft because I also wanted it to be unisex. So it appeals to both men and women. So that, both sexes can be comfortable wearing it and not feel soft, they'll feel sexy.
Why don't you let everybody know where they can find you at?
Some things never change. Of course, you can find me at HLXMagazine.com, which is still your #1 source for news and entertainment. Check me out every month on TMZ Live. It doesn't have an exact date, so just keep posting to my site. My social media is always keep you guys informed. My Instagram is at official Ken Barbie. Twitter at it's Ken Barbie. That's ITS Ken Barbie.
Okay. Thanks for sitting and talking with me today.
Thank you guys for having me.